Okay, we're finding the midpoint of segment PQ. I'm going to put the coordinates here. This is really the way that you're going to want to do it. The coordinates of P are, here we go, -4 for X and 6 for Y. So we've got -4, 6 as coordinates for P. Now the coordinates of Q are 8, -6. Right over here, 8, -6. And what we're going to end up doing when you do the midpoint formula, like I'll show you what the formula is, but then it might help for you to just know what it is that you're doing, which is averaging the coordinates x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Sorry about that, wrong number. Okay, so you're averaging these. So what you're going to do is, like, I'll fill these in. X1, and it doesn't matter which one is x1 and which one is y1, but we're say the x coordinate of this one plus the x coordinate of this one. So we've got -4 plus 8 all over 2, comma. And then the y coordinate of this one plus the y coordinate of this one. And since you're adding them, it doesn't matter what the order is, but 6 plus -6 all over 2. Okay? And when you add -4 and 8, you get 4 divided by 2, comma, 6 plus -6 is 0 divided by 2. And you get then as the midpoint 2, 0. Where is 2, 0? Go over to 2, and you don't go up or down. This y coordinate tells you how far to go up or down. So that's that point right there. And let's mark it. That right there. Now, another way of thinking about this is just to say, okay, how many units, if I was going to, let's say, I'm going to draw a right angle, okay? Like that, just so that you can see. And what I want to figure out is how many units did we go up and down the y direction? And we were down at -6, and we went all the way up to 6, so that was 12. That was 12 units that we changed there, okay? And how far did we go in this direction? For green, we were over at -4, we went over to 8, so we went a total of 12 in that direction as well. So if we wanted to find the middle, we could say, okay, to find the middle, we'd go from either one, we'd go halfway. We'd say, like, we would come this point, go down half of the amount. What's half of the amount? Actually, let me get a different color in here. What's half of the amount of 12? 6. We'd go 6 units down, or we could go 6 units up from this one. Okay? Half of the total distance that we changed in the y direction. And now, how much did we change in the x direction? We changed 12. So from this point down here where we just got ourselves to, we will go over 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or from this one, we'll go in that direction, 6 units. Either way, we end up right there at that midpoint. So traveling half the distance in the y direction and half the distance in the x direction towards the other point will get you right onto the midpoint right there. Okay? And that's essentially what you're doing when you're doing the midpoint formula. When you're averaging them, you're saying how much is halfway. So yeah, you can do it either way. Up to you, but you should just know that you're basically half the distance in the y direction from here to here. If you go all the way down 12, you really want to be going down to get all the way down to the next point. You really want to go half the way to get to the midpoint. Okay, if you're going over a total of 12 in this case, you would want to go over half of those units, or 6. So if you went down half the units and over half the units, you'd be right there at the midpoint. So anyway, that's it.